On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Discontinue.
To cease or stop doing something, to interrupt or terminate something that is already ongoing or in progress.
Examples:
Discontinue a service. Discontinue a project. The company has decided to discontinue the production of its unpopular product line.
Eruption.
An instance of a sudden and violent release of lava, gas, or ash from a volcano, a sudden outburst or explosion of something.
Examples:
Eruption alert level. Emotional eruption. The volcanic eruption caused widespread destruction and left the area covered in ash.
Asteroid.
Also planetoid, a small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Sketchy.
Lacking in detail or completeness, vague, uncertain, or unreliable, suspicious or questionable.
Examples:
Sketchy sources. Sketchy behavior. The neighborhood had a sketchy reputation due to its high crime rate.
Wildfire.
A large, uncontrolled fire that spreads quickly through a natural area, such as a forest, grassland, or mountain slope.
Examples:
Wildfire spread. Arson caused wildfire. The wildfire destroyed hundreds of homes and forced thousands of people to evacuate.
Reappear.
To show up again or return after not being heard of or seen for a period of time.
Examples:
Reappear on the surface. Reappear throughout this book. Cancer has reappeared at the same site.
Converge.
To move or draw together at a specific location, of lines, to move towards the same point where they join or meet.
Examples:
Converge of a series. Converge from different points. The two rivers converge into one near this area.
Pneumonia.
An infection or inflammation of the lungs, typically caused by bacteria, viruses, or other microorganisms.
Examples:
Bacterial pneumonia, viral pneumonia. She was hospitalized with a severe case of pneumonia.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar. Carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Inoculate.
To introduce a vaccine into the body to produce immunity to a specific disease.
Examples:
Inoculate against disease. Inoculate with a virus. The doctor inoculated the child with a vaccine.
Smallpox.
A highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever, weakness, spots on the skin, and often death.
Examples:
Smallpox epidemic. Smallpox vaccine. An outbreak of smallpox occurred in the 1920s.
Polio.
An acute infectious disease caused by a virus that attacks nerve cells in the spinal cord and brain, leading to paralysis, muscle weakness, and potentially lifelong disability.
Examples:
Polio epidemic. Polio eradication. The polio vaccine development is regarded as one of the greatest medical achievements of the 20th century.
Pathogen.
A bacterium, virus, or other microorganism that causes disease.
Examples:
Plant pathogen. The pathogen in the air. mRNA vaccines are approved faster because they do not contain inactivated pathogens.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Crafty.
Skilled in deception or trickery, sly or cunning in the ways of achieving a goal.
Examples:
Crafty plan. Crafty manipulation. The crafty fox could outsmart the birds and catch them for his dinner.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Immunization.
The process of making a person or animal immune to a specific disease by administering a vaccine or other preventative measure.
Examples:
Immunization program, childhood immunization. Due to the success of immunization programs, certain diseases, such as smallpox, have been eradicated.
Foe.
An enemy or opponent, someone or something that is opposed to or in conflict with another.
Examples:
A political foe, bitter foe. The superhero's archfoe was an evil mastermind who always got away.
Narrator.
A person who tells a story, especially in a book or film.
Examples:
First-person narrator, the narrator of the TV program. The narrator makes use of the local dialect.
Neutralize.
To counteract or cancel the effects of something, to make something neutral or harmless.
Examples:
Neutralize a toxin, neutralize an argument. We need to neutralize the acidity of this soil before we can grow any crops.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin, aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Penetrate.
To pass into or through something, often by overcoming resistance.
Examples:
Penetrate a cell. Penetrate quickly into the skin. Western ideology slowly penetrates through the Eastern countries.
Mucus.
A slimy liquid produced inside the nose and other body parts for lubrication, protection, etc.
Examples:
Airway mucus, nasal mucus. When the body temperature drops, mucus secretion fails.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Replicate.
To make an exact copy of something, to repeat a process or experiment to confirm the results.
Examples:
Replicate the cell. Replicate data. The experiment was replicated several times to ensure accuracy.
Frontline.
In the most critical or dangerous position, in the military line or part of an army closest to the enemy.
Examples:
Frontline health workers. At the front line of the war. Within days, the new aircraft was in frontline service.
Troop.
A group of soldiers, especially a large one, a group of people, animals, or things considered as a unit.
Examples:
The members of a military troop. A troop of deer. The troop of soldiers marched through the city in a parade.
Dendrite.
A branched, tree-like structure that extends from a neuron equals nerve cell and receives signals from other neurons and sensory receptors.
Examples:
Dendrite growth. Basal dendrite. Damage to dendrites can result in communication problems between neurons and may contribute to certain neurological disorders.
Macrophage.
A large white blood cell that helps to engulf and destroy foreign objects or materials in the body, such as bacteria or cancer cells.
Examples:
Macrophage activity. Macrophage dysfunction. Cancer cells can evade the immune system's detection by avoiding interactions with macrophages.
Latch.
A device for holding a door or gate closed, typically a sliding bar or bolt.
Examples:
Set the latch. Latch mechanism. The latch on the gate was broken, so the cows got loose.
Squadron.
A military unit consisting of a headquarters and several units or subunits, typically composed of 2 or more flights of aircraft.
Examples:
Squadron leader. Bomber squadron. The combined squadron was responsible for protecting the airspace of the country.
Recombine.
To combine or put together again or differently, to cause genetic recombination, equals the process by which genetic material is broken and joined to other genetic material.
Examples:
Recombine at the surface. Ability to recombine. Some scientists argue that the genes in food should not be artificially recombined.
Avian.
Relating to or characteristic of birds.
Examples:
Avian influenza. Avian habitat. The expert on avian species studied the behavior of different types of birds.
Swine.
A domestic pig, especially one bred for its meat.
Examples:
Swine flu. Swine industry. The farmer raises swine on his farm for the market.
Furious.
Extremely angry, full of rage.
Examples:
Furious anger. A furious sea. The coach was furious with the players for their lack of effort during the game.
Decoy.
To lure or lead someone to follow a particular path or take a particular action, often with the intent of catching or trapping them. Noun, an object, person, or animal used to lure or lead someone or something into a trap or a dangerous situation.
Examples:
Decoy ducks, decoy cameras. The spy used a decoy bag to make it appear she was carrying sensitive information.
Evade.
To escape from or avoid meeting someone or something.
Examples:
Evade capture, evade an issue. The jailbroken criminal is continuously attempting to evade the cops.
Ambit.
The range, extent, or scope of something, the boundaries or limits within which something operates or has influence.
Examples:
Ambit of jurisdiction. Within the ambit. The project scope extends beyond the local ambit and includes national and international stakeholders.
Protuberance.
A noticeable or prominent projection, bump, or swelling on a surface or body, something that sticks out or protrudes.
Examples:
Abdominal protuberance, skin protuberance. The protuberance on the tree trunk served as a perch for birds.
Cripple.
To cause severe damage or injury that greatly impairs someone's ability to function or move, to weaken or undermine.
Examples:
Cripple economy, cripple opposition. The injury was severe enough to cripple the athlete's chances of playing again this season.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples:
Easily imaginable. Worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Cumbersome.
Difficult to handle or use, especially because of being large, heavy, or not effective, not elegant or graceful in expression.
Examples:
Cumbersome process. A cumbersome suitcase. His cumbersome writing style made the reader confused.
Biomedical.
Relating to the application of the natural sciences, especially biology and physiology, to clinical medicine and healthcare.
Examples:
Biomedical assay. Cutting-edge biomedical. Biomedical engineering focuses on developing new medical technologies and innovations to improve patient health outcomes.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
Alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Barber.
A person who cuts men's hair and shaves beards as a profession, a shop or establishment where such services are offered.
Examples:
Favorite barber. Barber pole. The barber shop was closed on Monday, much to the disappointment of many customers.
Pellet.
A small, round piece of compressed material, such as wood or plastic.
Examples:
The form of a small pellet. Pellet stove. The pellet gun was used to shoot small metal balls.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Lop.
To cut off or remove a part of something, usually a branch, in a rough or hasty manner.
Examples:
Lop off the top of the hedge. Lop off the excess. I had to lop off the dead branches from the tree to promote healthy growth.
Coli.
A bacterium of the genus Escherichia that is commonly found in the human gut and is used as a model organism in molecular biology and biochemistry.
Examples:
E. coli bacteria strain. Coli cells. The study of Escherichia coli has led to important advancements in areas such as antibiotic resistance, gut microbiome, and synthetic biology.
Leapfrog.
A children's game in which players take turns jumping over each other's stooped backs.
Examples:
Leapfrog game. Leapfrog technology. During recess, the children played a game of leapfrog in the schoolyard.
Life-saving.
The act or process of rescuing someone else's life, especially from drowning.
Examples:
Life-saving efforts. Life-saving device. The patient needs a life-saving transplant operation.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Foresight.
The ability to anticipate or predict future events or outcomes. The act of planning for the future with wisdom and prudence, an intuitive sense of what is to come.
Examples:
Strategic foresight. Foresight planning. With foresight, she made a plan to avoid any potential obstacles.
Adjuvant.
A substance that is added to a vaccine or medication to enhance its effects or increase its effectiveness.
Examples:
Adjuvant medication. Vaccine adjuvant. The doctor prescribed an adjuvant therapy to help enhance the effectiveness of the cancer treatment.
Dilute.
To make a substance less concentrated by adding a liquid or another substance to it.
Examples:
Dilute acid with water. Dilute a great idea. She diluted the concentrated juice with water.
Spectre.
A ghostly or haunting image or apparition, a threatening or ominous presence that causes fear or anxiety.
Examples:
Spectre of death. Political spectre. The spectre of unemployment loomed over the young graduates as they exited the university.
Gratification.
The feeling of being pleased or satisfied as a result of achieving something or having something you want.
Examples:
Instant gratification. Aesthetic gratification. The gratification of completing a difficult task is a great feeling.
Salute.
To show respect or recognition for someone or something, often by making a gesture or performing an action, to greet or acknowledge someone in a formal or ceremonious way.
Examples:
Salute to the flag. Salute him in military fashion. The soldiers stood at attention to salute their commanding officer.